Hello boys and girls, I'm here to talk to you about your reading lesson. And all last week you read and talked about the story called I'm the Small One. So in that story, you got to know the characters and really learn a lot about the main character. And maybe you recall that the story is told in the point of view. So you're learning a little bit about point of view. So who is the voice of the story? So the voice of the story is the little girl, and she's talking about it from her point of view. So the little story is saying I, me, my, as if the little girl is telling the story. So on this page that you'll be doing today in reading, the directions say, I'm the Small One is written from a first person point of view because the story is written from the girl's perspective. Have the students write 1 or 2 sentences. So you are supposed to write 1 or 2 sentences about the illustration in the first box. So if you take a look at the picture, do you remember that part of the story and what's happening there? So on the lines right underneath that part, so right here, in these lines right here, you're going to write about that scene in the story and what's going on. And you're going to use words like I, me, and my, as if you're the little girl from the story. So what's going on in the little story? What is she saying? Maybe you'll say, I watched as Mrs. Alvarez was looking under the stage for her dog. Oh, I'm not going to give you any more hints on what to write, but you'll write it from the I, me, my perspective, as if you're the little girl writing it from her point of view. And then in the other space, the rest of the directions say, then in the second box, this box right here, you're going to write 1 or 2 sentences about the same scene from the point of view of an outsider and using pronouns like she, they, or her. So talking about the girl. And then you get to draw a picture of what it might look like from the outsider's point of view. So you get to draw a picture of that. Maybe you're even drawing the same picture because maybe you picture it as being the same thing. So if your first sentence is that I watched Mrs. Alvarez try to get Prince out from under the stage, then your other sentence would be talking about she and her classmates watched the dog run under the stage, or you're changing it as in maybe you're a member of the audience watching. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. The directions are all right there on the page for you. In the first part, you're writing it as if you're the girl. What is going on in that picture from the girl's point of view, from the person who's telling the story. And then in the other side, you're telling the same thing about like if someone's in the audience is watching the little one, the little girl in the story, how they would see it. They would call her she, and they would call everyone on the stage they. So I hope that I didn't confuse you even more than you were. And good luck. I can't wait to see what you come up with.